Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. Well, guys, are you ready to have some fun? I think. We're going to do the little pyramids today from BeebeeCrafts. Is it BeebeeCraft or BeebeeCrafts? Either way, I was probably saying it wrong. So, here's what I kind of like to do with these. I've got 3 different options, 3 different ways, 3 different items to put in these. So I've had these for years, since my girls were little. So these marbles are over 30 years old. And each marble, I wanted to use this one, but it's way too big. So each one of these marbles has a little swirly of some kind of color in it, and each one, or not each one, but several of them have different colors, different size swirls, different things in them. Like this one has yellow and orange and green, and some of them have blue, light blue, dark blue. They all have different colors and swirls. That's the one I wanted to use. I think there's a couple more of those in there, maybe somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, so I want to try and put 2 of these right on top of each other in this pyramid. So the 2 that I chose, I need to see if maybe I can find one with a few less bubbles. But this one has white, orange, and yellow in it. So that's one of my choices. Let me see if I can find one that has a few less bubbles in it. Let's try this one right here. That one might be a good choice. It's got white. If I can get it out of here without pushing it all the way to the bottom. Yeah, let's try that one. This one has white, light blue, and dark blue. So we'll use those for my 2 choices. So that's what's going to go in that one. Now, the second one, over the years, I have collected so many rocks and things. And so I dug through all of my rocks, and I have quite a few. And this is the one I came up with and they're polished rocks. And so if you look at this one, it's got all kinds of colors in it. Green and purple, tan, brown, black. And it's, it's got cuts on it, and they're polished. And so this is what I want to use in this. And they had holes, and I filled those with UV resin so that we don't get bubbles in it. So I want to see what that looks like in there. Now, in the third one, I chose 2 more rocks, but I don't know which one to use. Now, this rock has all kinds of cracks and breaks and everything in it, but if you look real close, it's like they're iridescent in there. Now, I don't know if we're going to lose this in the resin. It's possible we might. This one is almost totally clear except for the very end, and it's got cracks going straight through it all the way around it. And then on this end, it's got browns, a little rough spot. Sorry, my nose is running again. So, this one here fits down in there pretty good. And then this one here fits way down inside there. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but what I thought I could do to maybe bring out the color in this one is I've got some fool's gold over here. I thought maybe I would throw some fool's gold down into that tip, and then I would throw one of these right on top of that, and then set that rock right on top of that fool's gold, and see if that black, I think this is obsidian, set that obsidian right on top of the fool's gold. You know, you won't, it's not going to cover the fool's gold because it's not. And then just set that right on top of there, and hopefully it'll maybe bring out some of the iridescence, because see, if you look at it straight on with that black underneath it, you can really see those iridescence in there. So that's my game plan. Whether it all works out or not, I don't know. We'll see. I may add a piece of black to the bottom or the tip of this one as well. I just want to see what kind of effects I can get with these 3 different items in these pyramids. And we're basically just going to work with clear resin, just to see what we're going to get. Now, I wanted to show you guys these because I would like to put these in a big pyramid. Aren't these pretty? I think they're jasper. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? They have such unique markings. I don't think that's jasper. It might be, but I doubt it. It's something, but I'm not sure, but I know these are. Isn't that pretty? That's so got such unique little markings. This would be really cool if you stood them up in the pyramid all the way around it, and then maybe put that big marble right in the center. Ooh, interesting. All right, so let me mix up some resin, because we're going to have to do this in 2 steps, I believe, or 3 steps. 3 steps definitely for that one. And then on these 2, when the tips get tacky, we'll set those right on top of that and then pour the other resin. But these 2 I think are going to have to go in 2 steps. As it gets tacky, we'll put those on top. Or maybe I can UV resin these together and stick it. You know what I'm saying? Just UV resin those 2 together like that, and then we can put them all in one swoop. We can try that. Okay, let me mix up some resin and I'll be right back. All right. Okay, and we are back. I UV resin these together, so that is done. You guys, I'm almost out of T-Expert UV resin. I'm crying. Okay. Let me move these things out of the way. Oh, goodness. I decided to crush up some of my abalone shells. I'm going to put that below this. So let's go ahead and put that in there. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of resin to this. Just a tiny bit. So that way it won't all stick. just going to put all that down there. Some bubbles out of there. Or make sure there's no bubbles in it anyway. Even if I have to run it through my vacuum chamber, I'm going to do it. I want these to be crystal. So I'll just let that sit there. I think I have all the bubbles out of there. All right. Because this is going to sit right on top of that. I'll see if I need to add any more to that. All right, I already put the fool's gold down inside there, so let me pour a little bit of resin in there. Sure there's no bubbles underneath it. And there, up comes a big one. And that fool's gold may give off a few while it's in there. So we'll let that set for a few. And then this one is the marbles. I didn't really plan on putting anything in the bottom of this one, but I think we probably should later. Put the resin back in there. Clean up my mess. Okay guys, we're just going to let this at least get tacky, and then we're going to come back and add our items and then add more resin on top of those. Okay? Alright, we'll see you in a while. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this resin. I shouldn't have mixed up so much. Alright guys, see you in a little while. Okay, you all, we are back. Alright, so I got him in there. I wanted to tell you on the one with this one, I ended up with 2 black obsidians in there. And then on this one, where I was going to put the fool's gold in the bottom, and then put the 2 black, or put the flat black rock in there, I ended up putting I ended up using black glass glitter because the black obsidian wouldn't stay where it was supposed to. So no matter what I did, it just wouldn't stay. It was too heavy on one side, and so I just used black gloss glitter. It's reflecting. I can't see it if it is really or not. All right, so we will come back when this is cured, and we will put a bottom on these, and I will have my mind made up by then, I promise. Okay, we'll be back. See ya in a little while. All right, guys, see you in a little while. Bye. Hi, everyone, we're back. So, now we get to back these, or bottom these, I guess you'd call it. Just put something on the bottom of each one of them. I think I'm just gonna put black either this glass, or I think that's what I'm gonna do, is just use glass rock, or this, whatever this is, glass glitter. Yeah, glass glitter. I'm not going to need very much resin, that's for sure. So let me mix up just a hair amount of resin, just enough to top these, and we'll mix some of this in with it, and we'll just top them, and then that'll be it. They'll be done. So I will be right back. Okay. Gosh, you guys, I have not been able to, I don't even know what I was thinking earlier. You know, my nose has been running and been sneezing, and I was like, what is wrong with me? Well, remember I told you guys I have to go in for my allergy testing on Tuesday? Well, I have to be off of all of my allergy meds, and I was on 3. Or I've been on 3 for like, I don't even know how long. And so I have to be off of those for 7 days. So it's no wonder I'm miserable. I couldn't figure out why I was so miserable. Now I know why. Explains it. Okay. Show you what you can do if you get too much resin. Just take a little bit out. Hi everyone, welcome back. Are we ready to see the reveal on our pyramids? See if I can just squeeze them out of here. Boop. Hold on, I want to get them all out and then we'll reveal. takes care of that. I will put these under my resin curing machine, and they should be done in about an hour. So I will see you guys in an hour. Okay. Bye. Oh yeah, it bonded. Left a nice big hole in my mold. Nice. I have a feeling this one did too. We'll look at these. This one is a mess. I'll have to file it and then re-resin it. Just kind of disappointing. I'll sand it. It bonded here, here, and here. Looks like maybe a little right there. I'll have to resand this whole thing, so you can't even hardly tell what's in there because it's so bunged up. So I'm gonna have to reveal this one a little bit later because it's such a mess. I'll just resand all of it. And then put a fresh coat of resin all in it. That's disappointing. Alright, well, we won't even look at this one anymore. Alright, let's take a look at this one. I thought that rock would disappear. It didn't. Are you kidding me? There's even a little piece on this one? This one came right out. That's the thing about pyramid molds. That's why I don't do them very often, because they always do that. They bond. I've heard so many people that do these end up having this happen. So I'll just end up sanding all of them, and I'll come back tomorrow after they're all sanded and recoated so we can see what they look like better. Because I think they'll be really pretty once they're sanded. It's kind of disappointing. Alright guys, I'll be back tomorrow. It's late here, and I'll get these all sanded, and we will recoat them in resin. You know, I become a pro at sanding now. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow. Alright guys, good night. Good morning, you all. Welcome back. Well, I got the pyramids done, and as you guys know, they all bonded to the mold, and I am assuming it's because I used my long neck lighter, which I've never had that happen before, but this one here is the only one that left just a little tiny space in there, but these two here are just trash. They literally have bad grooves. So what I ended up doing last night was I took these to my kitchen sink, and I took my resin polishing kit, and I used 320, 600, 1000, and 15 grit sandpaper, and I sanded all three sides of the pyramids, and then let them sit overnight, and then I came in and I recoated every single one. So they look stunning now. So every detail you can see inside these pyramids are just phenomenal. Let me get a flashlight here. I don't know if this is going to be too bright. There. So can you see that rock? I figured would disappear, but it didn't. Trying to keep my, let me take my gloves off. Or at least one glove anyway, so that way that blue doesn't show up. All right, now you can see inside there. Trying to get it so you can see everything inside there. Isn't that cool? And what I did at the bottom was I took a little bit of the gold from the Into resin and I swirled it down in the bottom. See if that helps. I swirled it down in the bottom. I'm getting too close to the camera here. Focus. Why isn't it focusing? Oh, it's trying to focus on the light. So I swirled a little bit of there. A little bit of that around in the bottom of it. And I think it turned out really cool. All right, so that's the rock. And then this one, I think might be a little dark based on the bottom, but I think otherwise it looks pretty cool in there too. With the green and the purple. Trying to get it so you can see the colors. Can you see those colors in there? These are kind of hard to show on camera. So that one looks pretty cool too. I do like it. I figured when I put these in here, they would just be like so overly exaggerated you wouldn't be able to really tell. But I do like them. I think they're pretty cool. So yeah, I think that looks pretty neat. A few bubbles in there, but I just think it kind of adds to it. So there's that one. Now, I saved the best for last. You guys, I love this one. Okay, are you ready? Look at that. That one's my favorite. And I took the blue Into resin powder and I swirled it around at the bottom of that. Oh my gosh. That one is my favorite. It looks so cool in there. The black at the top and the bottom. Does that not look like the coolest? And the bubbles in there are for inside of the marbles. So, and see that blue at the bottom? Isn't that cool? Just looks like there's smoke surrounding the marbles. Yeah, this one's my favorite of all. I really like it. It's my fave. I like this one. So yeah, there you go, guys. There's my little 3 pyramids. And since I can't do these again, I'll tell you, I'm a little disappointed in that. But to be honest, pyramid molds are known for that, because when you're pouring resin down inside there, and as you get up further, the resin is so thin down inside there that any kind of heat, basically, even if you don't use a long neck lighter, they still bond to the mold because it's so thin and it gets pretty hot in there. But I should have thought about that and put a fan on them, but it's been so long since I've done a pyramid, I totally forgot about that. But these 2, I mean, you could use them, you would just have to sand the outside of them. So, I mean, they're not totally worthless, you just would have to sand them on the outside. So, alright guys, there's my second mold from BeebeeCraft. I am excited because I just love that one. It's my favorite. Favorite. So we are going to move on. I think I'm going to skip the next thing from BeebeeCraft because I finally got all of Miss Stacy's stuff in to make her prize that she chose for the underwater adventure. So I think we're going to make that next so that I can get that done and get it shipped out to her. I have a couple other things I need to ship out, and I was waiting on this to be done so I can ship them all at the same time. So yeah, that's what we're going to work on. So we'll see you on the prize video. Alright guys, if you like this video, hit that like button and share it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that, because it helps my channel grow, and I have a goal of hitting 4,000 subscribers before October, and then I mean, I would love to hit 5,000 subscribers before October. That would be my ultimate goal, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, but anyway, I mean, unless I could come up with an excellent giveaway package for 5,000 subscribers by October 1. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I could make it worth your while. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.